Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ash, aka Ash_Marceline, here on YouTube and all of my other socials listed down below. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. As the title suggests, we have an empties video. And I have a lot of stuff to get through. So, stay tuned, hit that subscribe button down below, leave a like, it helps out the channel a lot, and leave a comment. What's your favorite go-to product? Also hit that notification bell to be notified of when I upload. All right, let's get into this hunka of a bag. I actually switched it to this side of the bed. Also, you might hear a pug snoring in the background. Pretty typical. I never exclude my pets from being in the video because they're my children. So if that's something that annoys you, I'm sorry. But also, if you hear a fan, it's hot as B-A-L-L-S in here. So, starting off on the top, we have a Biotene Dry Mouth Oral Rinse. And of course, this is the big boy, the big bottle. I think it's like 1 liter. It's a total of 1 liter of product. And I love this stuff for dry mouth. It's also not too intense in the alcohol burning department that a lot of mouthwashes have. Already repurchased. Classic. Let's see. Okay. Kind of boring stuff out of the way first, I guess. Huggies Pure 99% Pure Water Wipes. Okay, let's see. Okay. Removable cotton tissue. This is a double-sided texture face towel. I just looked it up stuff on Amazon. This was the cheapest. I got the most for the least amount of money. I think I got like 5 or 6 packs of these, and they're like 100 pieces each. I like them. My only qualm is if they were XL at 100 pieces each, then that would be like 50 days worth of face towels rather than 25, because I use at least 2 when I dry my face off, and if I end up exfoliating, that's like 4. So that is my only issue. So I might do a little bit more research into that. My nose is so itchy. I'll do a little bit more research into that. Some more boring stuff out of the way. We've got Febreze Air Linen and Sky, always a repurchase. Love the smell, does a great job. Yeah, repurchase. Love the Febreze. I have, we'll just get this out of the way too. Colgate Optic White, no, Colgate Total Whole Mouth. Colgate Total Whitening toothpaste. I have the Optic White right now as a toothpaste. Okay. Bath and Body Works Candy Apple Cauldron hand soap, foaming hand soap. It was okay. I probably would repurchase next year, maybe. We'll see. I not only finished not 1, not 2. I finished 4 candles in October. That is a lot for me. A lot. Some of these are duplicates, like for example the salted butterscotch. This was 1 year, I think it was a few years back that I purchased this, and then I have another one that's in more plain packaging. But I don't think I'm going to repurchase this one. I feel like it's strong. I'm not gonna lie, it is strong. It'll fill a room, but like I feel like it's a little bit too much. I have a Ciao Bella Sweet Tiramisu candle. I know there's a lot of wax left in here, but sadly she would not burn down anymore, so, and I wouldn't repurchase. I don't think they make that one anymore. Sugared Snickerdoodle. I think I purchased this one the same year that I purchased this salted butterscotch one. Yeah, it's okay. I probably would repurchase. I don't think it was as mind-numbingly strong as the salted butterscotch. So, oh, here's something that's also a little bit on the boring side. This is just a plain Kroger vitamin B12 supplement. Do your research when it comes to supplements and what you need. I use this for energy. I think it's for metabolism too. Energy, metabolism support. Because I have depression and anxiety. So my type that I go through is I like to sleep a lot. So with that being said, yeah. Okay, I had to delete some footage. My battery was, or not my battery, my memory card was full. Anyway, where were we? Ah, yes. The Skin Body Hair Identifier Spray. Garbage, essentially. I hated it. Also, sorry about the glare in my glasses. I know that can be distracting for people. Sorry, the sun exists. Hated this. It's so drying, and I feel like I use so much to get any sort of visibility of the hair on my face. No, absolutely not. And I feel like my skin gets really irritated with this too. So I have one more to use up because for some insane reason I thought, oh, let me just get a pack of 2 because it's cheaper that way. Well, bitch, you hate the product, so here's another supplement, kind of. This is the Vitafusion Sleep Gummies. I take 2 of these almost every single day. Odd when it comes to depression and anxiety that you have to take melatonin on some nights, or in this case every night. My sleep is screwed up. What can I say? Next is the Tree Hut Cinnamon Dolce Sugar Scrub. I love this stuff. I have a backup actually because I love the smell so goddamn much. I smelled it in store over at Ulta one time and I was like, I'm gonna get me some, just not the one that I smelled because it was disgusting. Like when people open these up, if you're not careful, it just gets everywhere. Nasty. People be nasty. Get these 2 out of the way. I finished up the Isle of Paradise Self Tanning Mousse in the medium shade. Empty. Conversely, the medium glow clear self tanning mousse, you can see I have like a ton left in there. But you can also probably tell how like it's started to like go bad. Like I've got floaters in there and stuff like that. And I can't get the product out of the bottle anymore. So that is my fault because I didn't use it up in time. And honestly, I don't think it really did much of anything anyway. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I did try to switch like the pump from this bottle. See the clear, technically it's supposed to go in this one. I tried switching pumps to see, but the one that was on this one, that I put on this one, ended up getting clogged too. So that's a bummer. I do have a different brand of tanning mousse now that I'm going to try. But that's unfortunate that I just waited too long. Just waited too long. Yeah. Bath and Body Works Winter Candy Apple Pocket Back. Always will repurchase. Love their hand sanitizers. I only buy stuff from Bath and Body Works when they're on sale anyway, so I usually get things in bulk. So this is the e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick in the shade Perfect Pearl. You can see this maybe a little bit. This is so dry that you barely get any product payoff. I mean, it's on my hand there, but if I'm doing this on my eye, I feel like I'm pulling my skin so hard that like it's just not worth the pain, basically. So we'll be throwing this away. The EOS Vanilla Cashmere Body Lotion, I did cut her open so I could get every last drop, and you can See, I scraped her. My only qualm with the component of this is the pump part. It's a little bit too thick for that, in my opinion. If you had something that was a flip top cap, like on their body washes, maybe y'all should just switch the cap. I don't know what led into using a pump for the lotions and then a flip top cap for the body washes, but maybe switch them, because you can't get everything out with this type of pump. So then you have to cut it open, which kind of is a little bit tough because this is very thick to cut through. The Daleaf or Dayleaf Better Root Dandruff Hair Tonic. I actually did enjoy this. It makes it so my scalp is less itchy. I can't really say if it helped like descale the dead skin on my scalp, but it definitely helped with the itchy feeling that I usually get with a dry scalp, dandruff, all that fun stuff. I do have one more bottle that I'm using currently. Would I repurchase? I'm not sure. A whipped honey and vanilla wallflower. This is just the tag. Probably wouldn't repurchase that scent. This is an Airwick refill. This one was in the scent. This one is in the scent. I think it's pumpkin, like spiced pumpkin or pumpkin pie or something like that. I love my Airwick diffusers as well as my Bath & Body Works. A Hero Mighty Patch Micropoint for Blemishes pack. This is the only brand that I have found that works for me, which is unfortunate considering you only get 8 micropoint patches in this. Hoopy. I've tried other ones. I'll keep looking to see if I can find something better, but so far this is the only one that works. It doesn't budge once you put it down on clean skin. The micropoints actually do leave like it penetrates really well, and I find that my deeper blemishes do really benefit from this. Next is Truly Cocoa Cloud Luxury Shave Butter. I'm so sad that I'm out of this now. It smells nice. The close shave that I get with this is phenomenal. It's not too thick. It melts down. It soaks into your skin. It makes your skin so soft. So much better than the EOS shave creams, which I found another one and it's in my bathroom right now. So yeah, we'll never ever, once that one's done, we'll never repurchase an EOS shave cream. This though, I would. A Medicube Zero Pore Peel Pad. It has rice and panthenol in it. I got a pack of this stuff, so I have a couple more that I am gonna be using, but I don't use these very often. This is kind of a new thing too, I think, from Medicube. I enjoyed it. It worked. I also have the Dr. Mexit, whatever his name is, the peel shots that are popular on the TikTok. Let me use those too. The La Roche-Posay Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. I cut her open, as you can see, and scraped her out. I did enjoy this cleanser. It was not terribly stripping. I did still feel slight tightness after using it, but I would say that's minimal compared to like other cleansers I've tried where like my skin feels super tight after. Really like this stuff. Would repurchase, just not right now. I'm so proud of myself for this one, actually, not to toot my own horn. The Bodycology Sweet Apple Cider Body Cream. This was a goal of mine to finish up, and I had about half left. The scent, it's not all that great, and also like I did try to scrape her as best I could, but like once I got down to the nitty-gritty, I wasn't gonna like be that thorough in getting all of it out. But I am really proud of myself. Sadly, I will not why am I saying sadly? I will not repurchase this. The scent was meh. It did moisturize my skin. The scent just didn't last, and the scent was meh. So this is like mid to not great. All right, last 3 products. I have a Torrid Balance Full Toner Pad, and then I have the No. 3 Super Glowing Essence Toner. The reason why this is now empty is because I took cotton pads once this component was empty, put cotton pads in here, and then poured the rest of this in here. So I was able to use this up pretty quickly this last month, towards the end of the month really. And I used it mainly for like DIY sheet masking. This says it has like, what is it, 50 plus fermented like ingredients, which is really good for the skin. Well, my skin does love fermented ingredients. I just wasn't wowed by this product, sadly. The Neogen one that I've used before, I like that one a lot better. As far as the Torrid toner pads, maybe I might repurchase these. I've got other toner pads that need to be used, but I did like how this felt on the skin. And conversely, No. 3 toner, no. All right, my friends, last but certainly not least is the Some by Me Retinol Intense Reactivating Serum. This has 0.1% retinol, has 1 ppm of retinal, and then bakuchiol 5000 ppm, which is considered an alternative to retinol, or a retinoid in general. So it has all 3 things in here, which is interesting. But it wasn't irritating at all. I think this is a very good introductory serum for a retinoid, because retinoids can tend to be, they could break down your skin barrier. It can be irritating if you're not careful, especially if you don't start low and slow. Your skin will get very, very irritated. And like I said, your barrier would be broken at that point. Which luckily I haven't had an issue with this. I could use this every day and not have that problem. Now, anything stronger than this, probably best to start every other day, or even like every 3 days, and then work your way up to daily. But yeah, I did enjoy this product. I didn't really see results as far as like my skin goes, but that's probably because this is so gentle. You would probably have to keep using this for months in order to see results, which would be fine for some. Me, I'm kind of impatient, not gonna lie. But that's everything for Empties. Next part of this video coming up is going to be the products that I'm currently working on using up. Hey friends, welcome to part 2 of the Project Empties video. Already went through the stuff I've used up for the month of October, but then I have a huge box full of things to update y'all on. So grab a snack, grab a drink. I've got my coffee here. So let's dive into the nitty-gritty. As per usual, I will make an attempt to go from head to toe with the products that I'm currently using. If I miss something, user error, stuff might get buried in the box. Let's start with hair stuff. Move some stuff out of the road. We shall start with the Function of Beauty Curly Hair Shampoo. And then I have marked it thusly. Here's where we're at right now. That's a pretty big gap. So more than likely, and I've said this in previous videos too, I would like to have this finished by beginning of December, or at least mid-December, something like that. Next is also from Function of Beauty. It's the curly hair conditioner, and this is something that ooh, the sun. How she be bright today. There we go. Marked it here, and that's where we were before. And like I've said previously, my hair is a lot shorter, so I really don't need a lot of conditioner. I'm currently trying to grow my hair out. So in the realm of hair care, I'm not going to include the Bond oil that I'm using, and I'm not going to include the detangling spray or like the dry shampoo, since those are things that I use all the time, and a lot of that stuff is like repurchased. I might include the dry shampoo in an upcoming video if I'm struggling to use it up. That way I can like set a goal for myself. But as far as like hair oil and like the detangling spray, the Aussie detangling spray, and also the Aussie mousse, I'm not going to include them thus far in update videos, considering the fact that I'm not trying to get rid of them. If that even makes sense. The whole point of this is to use the back stock, use up the back stock of stuff, not stuff that I've repurchased, if that makes any sense. So moving forward, I have the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. Hopefully it will focus for us. I don't even remember where I marked it. Okay, right here. Kind of where my finger is. Might be a little hard to see. I don't use a whole lot of this. Y'all know why. Next, for hair care is the Pattern Styling Cream Rich Moisture and Definition. This is more for like very coily hair, in my opinion, not where my hair is at right now. But here she is. Might be able to, there's the line. You can see past months, what is it? 2, 3, 4, 5 months. This is 5 months of use, and we still haven't even hit the bottom. It's going to take a while for this one to be used up, and I've had this for a really embarrassingly long time. Hopefully I can use it up before it goes bad. So, body wash. We've got the Olay Retinol Cleansing and Renewing Nighttime Body Wash. I got this a while back. I may have to block out the sun here. Okay, here's this line where the month has gone. This is for October. A good decent chunk, but it's gonna take, it might take me 2.5, maybe 3 more months to use this up completely. It is 530 mils, which is a lot. Won't repurchase that one once we've gotten to that point. Next is the Love Beauty and Planet Vanilla Bean and Hyaluronic Serum body wash. And sorry, I'm trying to look at my viewfinder at the same time. You can see where it's been used up. Oh my god, the sun is really starting to piss me off today. Yeah. Month use. Not bad. Again, it'll probably take me possibly 3, maybe 4 months. I'm guesstimating here. But, how many mils is this? 20 fluid ounces? So this is over 550, I want to say. It's about the same amount, give or take. Next, in the realm of body care, I guess you could say, is this is, I used up my Truly coconut, the Cocoa Cloud shave cream, butter, whatever you want to call it, and then I replaced it with this EOS Vanilla Bliss shave cream. Apparently it works for wet and dry skin, so So this is a freshly opened. I used to like the EOS shave creams. There she is, right here. But no longer. This one seems to be a little bit on the thinner side compared to other ones that I've used in the past. The, what is it, the sensitive skin one was super thick and I hated it, so maybe I'm just comparing this to that. I haven't used an EOS shave cream other than the sensitive one since like college, really. So there's that. I think that pretty, oh, here we go. Pumpkin spice latte sugar scrub from Tree Hut. I thought I liked this. I smelled it once in Target. Like by itself, it smells fine, but for some reason in the shower, it smells very strong, which is really strange. So I've used about half of this. Sun, no sun. Sun, no sun. Blinding. Yeah, I've used about half. I probably wouldn't repurchase this one once I've used it up. Okay, body care. This is something that I've been working on, this baby powder lotion mini from the lotion company. The lotion company makes really great lotions. It does go on, like it has a white cast to start, but once you've worked it into the skin, it absorbs fully. And the scent on this is powerful and it lasts a really long time. Like, I went to work one time after putting this on after a shower and I still smelled like it by the time I left work. And that was about 12 and a half, 13 hours. That's pretty darn good. So I did mark her here. Right there. Okay. Son, you are starting to tick me off. I can't do this anymore with you. Yeah, she's great and all, but like, damn. Blinding me in the face. But she do make my makeup look good, I will say. I am a pretty sweaty girl, oily in some spots, dry in others. It's great having combo skin leaning more towards the oily, acne prone area. It's great. Next, dog hair. That's what happens when you have dogs and cats. The only ones I don't have to worry about that with is the snake and my tarantulas. This Panoxyl Acne Foaming Wash, it's for face and body. 10% benzoyl peroxide. I've never actually read that. I measured this wrong last time. I marked it down here because I didn't shine a light through it. I was just going by how flat you get the idea, where the corner, where the tip of the iceberg ends. And technically, shining a light through, it's all the way up here. Not down here, up here. So somehow magically I gained product, if that even happens. Only when you measure incorrectly, I guess. Oops. But I only use this for my feet and occasionally my armpits. I feel like it's too harsh for my body. I haven't tried it on my face, because if it's too harsh for my body, it's definitely going to be too harsh for my face. So this one's going to take a while. So I will make an attempt to go through cleansers all the way down to moisturizers / creams for you. And I guess kind of a random thing is my deodorant that I've been trying to use. This is the Gillette Clear Power Rush. It is now pretty much at the cap. If I take this off, it's pretty much right there now. So really not much left in this. This will be used up by next month. So fun times. A little bit of deodorant. See what I mean? I try to go in order, but then it's like I miss things because they get buried in, they get lost in the sauce, essentially. Okay, oil cleansers. This is one that I keep in the shower. This is the Skin 1004 Light Cleansing Oil. You should be able to see where it was before. It was kind of on the label, like the top of the label. Now it's down to here. This is not something that I use terribly often in the shower. If I hadn't showered this morning and, you know, I'm wearing makeup today, this would be a situation where I would use this in the shower. However, since I already took a shower, I wouldn't use this. I wouldn't hop back in the shower, just take a shower. If that makes sense, just to use this. That being said, conversely, the Biodance Collagen Cleansing Oil, it's supposed to be pore perfecting, deep cleansing, that sort of thing. She's down to here now. From here to here. This is one that I don't really care for. It's thin like the Centella one. I like the smell better in the Centella one, and then I hate this one. The smell, I mean. My guess is it's supposed to be scentless. However, did not hit the money for this one. They're both the same. Well, actually the Biodance one is a little bit smaller, but they're good cleansing oils. They get the job done. I just don't like the smell of the one. The 1025 Docto Cleanser by Round Lab. Cute packaging with a little seal. I have used their toner before. Where are you at? Okay, right here. See the line there? This is where it was before. Now it's down to here. This might take me 1, maybe 2 months to use up. We'll see. But this is a pretty big cleanser for what it is. 150 mils. I think I might have mentioned this in a previous video. Something like that. It's okay. I don't love the smell. That's the thing. It reminds me... It kind of reminds me of a swimming pool, if I am being honest here. Reminds me of a swimming pool, the pool water specifically. I'm sure that's not what they're going for. I'm sure this is probably something that they meant for it to be scentless. However, it definitely is not scentless. Next, the Anua Rice and Ceramide Cleansing Powder. I have used about half, I want to say, if I'm being honest. If this is where the product starts, then I've used half. Which, this is great for like cleansing, exfoliating, that sort of jazz. It's supposed to have a marshmallow consistency. I have a video using it on my TikTok. Biggest qualm, takes a while to come off. Takes a while to wash it off. Toners. Okay. I have now cracked into my VT Cica Mild Toner Pad. I did a DIY face mask thing with this. That is what I did right out of the shower. So far, I'm enjoying it. I guess we can talk about this too. This is something that I am going to try to use up. This is the Hadolabo Gokujun Aging Care Lotion toner. You could use this as a toner if you have really dry, dehydrated skin, aging skin, but you can also use this as like a moisturizing step, like towards the end of your routine. I would only use this in the drier months, so the winter months. And I bought this last year, I think, and I've only managed to use it here. So I am planning on using the rest of this up for winter before trying anything new from this Japanese skincare brand. Okay. In the realm of toners, this is the 1025 Docto Toner from Round Lab. Just opened this, only used it once. This is a very big bottle. This is the 500 ml one, and I got this as a set with the 500, and then I think like the 100 or the 300 travel size. Really nice toner. I worked it up here so you can see where the line is. Really nice toner. This is great to layer your toners with. It's very watery, as you can see. It does have a little bit of slip to it, but it is very watery. You can put it on a cotton pad, you can pour it in your hand, do it that way. You could DIY sheet mask with this if you have your, you know, cotton rounds. So really nice toner. I will continue to buy this and use it. That's just something that I've had for like a year now and need to use. So the back stock, right? Back stock. In the realm of toners, still I have this La Roche-Posay thermal spring water spray thing. I can't, you know, tell you how much is left in here, but this is a pretty big aerosol container. 300 mils. This would be good like right after the shower, just to keep the moisture locked in, especially when it's like dry like it is now. I got this because I thought it was funny, because I think they're kind of stupid, but I've used it a few times now and I'm like, eat your words, bitch. Not stupid, effective, just not this big of a bottle. It's huge. It's like bigger than my head. All right, serums. This is something that is a goal of mine. This is the Demaf Hero, my first serum spray, and we are now down to here from there, which I've been really diligent about using this. I not only use it for my face, I've used it for my elbows and my knees because those areas tend to get the driest and ashiest, and I'm getting ready to tan tonight, so really don't want any dry patches anywhere. But this is not it for me. So once this is gone, this might take me another month, maybe 2 months. I don't know why I bought the biggest bottle that they sold. Why do I do the things I do? I ask myself this all the time. This is another situation where I've marked it incorrectly. I was marking it where the oil line ended, but really I should have been marking it where like everything ended, I suppose. So this is the Dalba first spray serum. Has white truffle in it. There's an oil layer and then a serum layer. I marked it right here for you. And just like in the DMAF serum, I guess you could call this like a toner, but it's kind of like a toner serum hybrid in my opinion, just because of the oil layer. But the only reason why I haven't been using this as much is because, again, combo, acne prone, oily, leaning more oily. So I get dry in the winter and then I get super oily and sweaty in the summer. I used this today actually before my makeup, a couple hours before I was doing my makeup. And I would say it did lock everything in, the moisture I mean, it did lock everything in. So this is great for the winter months. I have 2 of these, this one included, 2 of them. The Skin 1004 Poromizing Fresh Ampule. This is the pink one. Marked it here. It's just a little bit above the label. You might not be able to tell. Just above the label. From the previous month. The other one that I've used from this brand that came in this size of a bottle, I think this is 100 mils, was the tone brightening, the brightening one with the capsule, the niacinamide capsules in it. Well, I used that other one up really fast because I was using it on my body as well, which is really good because I tend to get hyperpigmentation from body acne. Gross. This is supposed to help minimize pores. I've only used it for my face. I haven't really noticed any difference as of yet, but I mean, Skin 1004 is not known for having harsh ingredients or like very active ingredients. Next in that brand's category is the Skin 1004 Probiotica Intensive Ampule. This is the one in the amber bottle. Previous month, this month, October, I mean. This will probably be gone by next month, when I do my next video for this. I've liked it. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't buy this again. It's very gentle. No complaints. Conversely, you've probably known from last month's video that I absolutely hate this. The e.l.f. Skin Vitamin C and E and Ferulic Serum. No thank you. It's sticky for one, and two, it has a weird odor that like lingers on your fingers after you've used it, even after you've washed your hands. Very weird. Don't like it at all. I did use up quite a bit of it, but I also have been using it on my body where there's hyperpigmentation to try to brighten everything. So this will be gone by next month. Thank God, because no, never again. Why did I think this was a good idea? I have now cracked into my next bottle of retinol. This is the Ordinary Retinol 0.5% in squalane. This is a waterless serum. So it does have like an oil, an oily texture to it because it's water-free. Highly stable water-free solution. Eye cream. I only have one. This is the Beauty of Joseon Reviving Eye Serum. It has ginseng and retinol in it. Yay. I can't see through this tube. It's an airless pump, thankfully, and I know I'm getting more towards the end of it. I did mark it here just for my, you know, this is where the tip of the, you get the idea. It's getting to the point where it's starting to kind of sputter. It's not, when I pump it, it's kind of like a, you get a little bit and then air and then you pump out a little bit more. It's weird. This will probably be done by next month. Moisturizer, we have the Bioma Moisturizing Gel Cream. She's still with us. Can't see through the bottle to tell you how much is left, but she's still with us. She's hanging on. And now that it's getting colder and drier, she's not really as effective anymore, which is why I used the Dalba spray today to try to lock everything in. So we'll try to have to find something a little thicker going forward. And then I have the Dalba Intensive Volufiline Grinding Cream. The line that I had before rubbed off, so this is where we're at currently. It might have been around the same or it might have been a tidge lower. I can't tell. But she's starting to get top heavy, which as a grinding cream, that would be expected. You know, as you grind up, the product rises, that sort of thing. She's good at locking everything in. She's good at locking in the moisture. I just do not think this is for me, though. Alright, special care. This is the last bit of the skin stuff, the hygiene stuff, and then we'll move on into fragrance land. But, let's see, masks. Well, actually, let's do this first. This is the Ordinary AHA BHA peeling solution. I've had this for a while. You might be able to see the little white line in between the two lines. I haven't really touched her a whole lot this month, just because I was using different exfoliating techniques as well, but I think this month I really need to hone in on this one. And again, like I've said before, you can only use this once a week, maybe twice a week if your skin doesn't get irritated that easily. Quick thing, tanning. This is the Tanologist Self Tan Drops in the medium shade. I've marked, this is for October, there's September. I've used a decent amount, and like, I try to use this weekly if I can. Sometimes I push it to 2 weeks. Really just depends on how quickly my tan wears off. And I will say I do like this, but you do have to be careful when you mix it with your moisturizer. You have to wash your hands really thoroughly, otherwise you will get a stain on your hands, and I have had that once. But I would say that overall this is a really good product. Face mask, and I think that's it for the... Just kidding! The Ilso Super Melting Sebum Softener. She works. She's good. There's the line from before. Good for exfoliating. Have no complaints, just maybe not. There's a lot of work involved, in my opinion. This is something that I need to start working on getting used up. This is the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. She's nice. She is delicious. She is a jelly, not even a jelly, more like a gel consistency. She's beautiful. I guess I've gotten to like where, like, here on the component, if that even makes any sense, for this. So this is something that you would just spread all over your face after your moisturizer at night and then sleep with it on. And then you make sure that you wash your face in the morning. I've used a decent amount for like how little I've touched it. So, she'll be worked on. If I'm feeling a little bit on the oilier side, or I need like a detox, you know, get all the gunks out, I have been trying to use up the Beauty of Joseon Red Bean Refreshing Pore Mask, which I find to be less drying than a clay mask, but it's still a little bit drying. You can see where I've marked here and there. Barely even used it. You don't have to use a whole lot of it anyway. She smells nice too, by the way. It's the Red Bean for sure. I keep this in the shower. I use it in the shower basically. It's like easier for me to grab. I don't have to worry about like having to rewash my face, because it just, if that makes sense. I'm a weirdo. I keep skincare products in my bedroom because I'm more likely to use it if it's there. Hate doing my skincare in the bathroom. What can I say? I'm just a frackin' weirdo. Medicube Collagen Night Wrapping Mask. This is got niacinamide, ceramide, and P in it. This is something that you put on, let it dry, and then you just rip it off in the morning, and it locks everything in. Come on. Come on, focus, you bitch. There we go. There she is. I did use a little bit. This is not something that I reach for a whole lot. It works when I want my skin to be really dewy and like glass skin-like in the morning. I keep wanting to go over here, but that's because there's more, whatever. It doesn't matter. Waffling again. Welcome to my channel. I just waffle day in, day out. Not something that I typically reach for. It does take a little while to dry, so if you have a fan, that works. The fan that I have kind of scares my dogs a little bit. It's one of those kinds of fans. They don't like the noise from that, so if I get a different fan, maybe it'll be something I'll reach for a little bit more. That's everything for this part of the video. I'm not including lotions just because the Vanilla Cashmere from EOS was something that I was trying to use up since I've had it for well over a year, and then right now I'm currently using the Caramel Cashmere from the same brand, which I have been enjoying a lot. We're going to talk about fragrances now. Not going to get too in depth with this, but we'll start with this one. This is the Bath & Body Works Vampire Blood Diamond Shimmer Mist. kinda, you can kinda see. I used a slight bit more, not as much as I would like. I'm not really a shimmer mist kind of girl. Not like how I used to be when I was much, much younger. The Vince Camuto Femme Fragrance Mist, didn't touch her at all this last month. Still here. Didn't touch her at all. The Bath & Body Works Dream Bright Fragrance Mist, used a little bit. Might not be able to see too good. Here's the current line. There is the old line. I used a little bit of it this past month, not a lot. Same thing with the Luminous by Bath & Body Works Fragrance Mist. I also have the other one in the car. There's previous month. There's this current month. Yeah, I didn't really touch this one a whole lot. Did make a dent on the Afternoon Sunshine by Bath & Body Works. Here's September, here's October. Mainly because this has Honeycrisp apple in it, so it makes it a little easier for fall slash winter. I have the Bodycology Caramel Indulgence. I used a little bit of her. September, October. In September I used a crap ton of this because it was brand new and I was like in my caramel Sol de Janeiro arc. Anyway, I'm really actually proud of this one, and my battery is dying in the stars. Really proud of this one. Right there is September, there's October. I made a huge dent in this one, and then the Finery Not Another Cherry, barely made a dent in this one. May not be able to see it. Of course you can't. Kind of. There's previous. Slightly below her is the current one. Didn't really touch this one hardly because I find this is more of a summer fragrance for me for some reason. But I mean, it could be a wintry. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all of my empties, all of the progress that I have made. Hit that notification bell, hit that like button, it helps the channel out. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next month.